Well, first of all, it's exciting and a huge pleasure to be here with you all in Malang, representing Unggul FC. It will be a great season for sure, and we will work hard and make the biggest effort to make sure we achieve our goals. My background as a futsal coach I started with 17 years old, coaching a little club in my village. I stayed with the same club, with the same group of players for 5 years. I opened my first futsal academy with 19 years old, and in the first year we were vice champions in Portugal, under 17, and that made me think about taking it more seriously and to become a professional coach. So since then, side by side with my academic background, I have a master in sports science. I developed my career at the beginning in Portugal based on developing young players. I was under 20 national champion also in Portugal. And then it came the first experience abroad, developing and starting futsal in Bahrain, and then in England a similar project with developing young players and the future of the local players, the futsal identity in the country. More recently Lebanon, and now here with you all. Well, first of all, what attracted me to this invitation was two different things. The first one was the conversation with Mr. Nicola was very easy and simple. The ambition, the idea was very clear and matched exactly what I want to do in this sport. Creating one identity, develop the future, bring passion to the game, and those words made me want to be part of this project. And then Indonesia. Indonesia is everything, everything that can happen to be successful in the sport. Young players, passion, technique, with the perfect guidance and with the perfect path. I believe that Indonesia can be a monster in futsal. Well, I believe you must have an identity when you play. I always like to do a question is, for a coach, if you put both teams playing with the same shirt, can you identify your players? Because they represent your identity as a coach, and it's important to have that identity. My identity as a coach is I want our players to be always ready to fight, to always put intensity in their game. I don't care if they can play 4 minutes or 3 seconds, but the time they are playing, they must put everything they have in the game. Intensity and organization in futsal, it's everything. 1 second change the game, and if you rest or if you are relaxed in that second, you are not putting enough to make the difference. So that's why for me intensity is so important. Organization, because futsal is sometimes it's a chess game. You must be organized, you must know what to do in all the different game situations. And about the environment, if you are playing as a family, everything is simple and easier. So if we are a family, we will fight for each other, we will cover other mistakes, and we will be happy with each other's success. So that's why that's why it's so important, a good communication and a good environment between all of us. So for me, success as a coach is when you set your targets according to the club expectations and the reality, and you follow those targets. Sometimes you fail those targets, but you still have success because the environment can change the reality. As long as you adapt to it and you reach to the best outcome that you can, I think that's a successful coach. My targets with Unggul, it's very easy. It's to create an identity, to make the players to play with everything they have for the team, and to make sure that we start all games with the intention to win. And that's everything that we must do. Communication is everything. First of all, to understand each other's. Your brain think in a different way from the other brain, so it's important to pick up all the thoughts from different brains, from players, from everyone in the structure. And it's important to know the different roles and the job description from each role to make sure that everything follows the process and that everything goes smoothly. Sometimes communication avoids issues, and if we can avoid issues, communication is the key for that. So that's why communication is so important. Unggul FC, Malang juga punya.